Okay, everything's good to go here. So let's get this started. 3, 2, 1, go. Feels so nice to be running this game again. Just both in English and in general. I think it's going to make a pretty compelling submission to a lot of marathons down the line, really. I might submit this to Limit Break next year, I might submit this to Questing for Glory, I might give it a shot elsewhere. I got options. Hey, Kiva! I'm doing pretty alright, thank you for asking. I did a run of Nayuta on launch back on Tuesday, but there was a bug with it that prevented me from finishing the game. Rybos, my... bless his heart, I've probably been annoying him to hell and back with this. He's confirmed to me that it works as intended now, so you should be able to complete the game now. Yeah, now I can actually read. It's all I ever wanted. Alright.
Shall I make a hamburger when you're hungry?
Okay, that voice for Eartha is cute. Yeah, Kuro. I imagine now that they have this game out and out of the way, they felt like they were able to properly announce things there. And about time, really. I imagine they're already pretty well through development, so the summer release window makes sense. What's nice is that they already have the technical work pretty much done, because they outsourced that to PH3 and they've already done their thing. Yeah. Things have been in the works for a while, they just never really announced it. I guess they wanted to wait until after Nayuta had its launch. I haven't heard much of the voiceover in English, but I'm pretty happy with the cast they've got. Like, Casey Mongelo is just the correct choice for Nayuta. Game is louder than voice? I did turn my voice down a bit. So that might be why. But, it didn't seem that bad when I was looking at it. I might just, boost the gain on my mic at some point. We'll see how I do after Chapter 1. If I'm too far behind, I'll just nix the run and edit my mic and try again. I'm gonna have to try to unlearn all of the hundoisms that I picked up while I was routing and running 96%. I noticed that, in my run on Tuesday, I was very high level relative to where I usually am, so I think I was stopping to kill just a few too many enemies. I wouldn't be surprised if the English version becomes a separate listing, like Rybos mentioned Skyrim as a point of comparison, because Nayuta not being a separate listing meant it missed out on Steam's new release page, and that really bit into its sales, so they don't want to make that mistake again. And I don't blame them for it. So I think Daybreak is probably going to be a separate thing that all owners of Kuro just get by default. At least that's my conjecture. I don't know. I'm not a NISA employee. I don't know what they're doing. I am not a credible source. Well, this prologue was really sloppy. I think just because I had a bit of rust on. But, that's not too important. Just matters that I get settled in here. Years in Motion is a pretty good title for that. Thanks, Beef, I won't. I mean, as long as the game doesn't fuck up this time, I should be fine. They confirmed Chapter 3 is fixed. Okay, now I'm starting to get back into it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's Tokyo Xanadu too, because they said it wasn't Falcom nor Ys, but I still think it's going to be an old IP. They wouldn't want to experiment with a new IP in this day and age. Especially not if it's not connected to any of their existing properties at all. Yeah, it's not gonna be Zwei. Not after Zwei 2. Decent fight there. Gurumin 2 would actually be based. But I'd want them to bring Takahide Murayama back. Yeah, Nayuta is pretty much Zwei 3. It's Zwei 3 with the Kiseki name slapped on it. Nayuta 2. Nayuta 2 is just Reverie, dude. Hate to break it to you.
Way to go!
Reverie is just the sequel to everything. It's Cold Steel 5, it's Crossbell 3, it's Nayuta 2. It's everything in one. God, I love this controller. It makes mashing so easy. Why is Reverie Nayuta 2? Crap theories. Two characters in Nayuta and Reverie look very similar to each other. That's it. That's the entire basis. Okay, I've got the strength chain. Well, I don't yet, but I will in like 2 seconds. Well, I shouldn't have gotten hit there, but that's still fine. We could always get the retcon fantasy. Yeah, that's gonna be Kondo in 2027. Nayuta's actually just McBurn. First time I've ever messed up that bad. Don't camp me, thank you. So the English voices being in higher quality because of later recording means they're much less grating on the ears, which is very nice. Noi especially. Okay, good stage. Young Cassius, Arias, Aurelia, and Bardius. That would be pretty cool. Like, I feel like the whole stuff with the DG cult, with Paradise, with those early operations, that's like the 1999 of the Trail series. Yeah, that's just the risk you run with small chibi characters, because, like, they're annoying in Japanese, too. You just tolerate it because you can't speak the language. So, the problems don't seem as immediately glaring. That said, I like the voice cast a lot in this game. The aforementioned Casey Mangelo as Nayuta, like, that's a great casting. And Alejandro Saab as Signa is great. Yes, we get White Nova. It is the bread and butter. It's way too important to just pass up. Even in any percent where you don't have to get everything, it's just way too good. So I don't have Fleur Edge and I don't have a Strength Chain here, which is going to make this just a little bit awkward. Hopefully one of them spawns on the ground. Well, that was a passable mini-boss fight considering I had no magic charges. Wouldn't it be funny if this still gold splits? I think it's gonna.
Way to go!
My splits are so dumb. Yeah, they really hit their stride with the PSP, despite being a primarily PC publisher and developer for all those years. They really had something going there. I would venture to say that Nayuta is the best-looking PSP game, along with some of their other stuff like Gurumin. It holds up really well against the graphical juggernauts of the system, like Birth by Sleep, like Dissidia, those other titles, mainly Square Enix. Okay, got a Strength Chain for this guy. Nice. not the worst thing that I fell down here, because I can always just use this. Ah, I didn't think that cycle. How do I feel about the Falcon Train 2? I've seen this movie before. I've learned not to have hope. It's a dangerous thing. God, I sound... Then again, I am just kind of a pessimist by nature, so I don't know. Maybe I should lighten up a bit. Desmond Ritter's a good QB. I do kind of feel validated in my pessimism, though, now that the Lions have lost. Because that was a very winnable game that they just choked away from bad clock management and bad fourth downs. That team rides and dies with Dan Campbell. For better and for worse. How did that? Oh, you poor bastard. I feel for you, man. I swear, a lot of speedrunners in the Falcom sphere are just addicted to misery, because Kumo's a Tennessee Titans fan, as well as the San Jose Sharks. Wolf is a Bills fan. We have a Lions fan, and then I'm addicted to the team that did 28-3. So none of us have particularly good track records with being fans of things. Okay, that was a really sloppy fight, but that's alright. I have no idea what Noi actually said there, and I couldn't make it out. I have the voices set too low, because I'm used to them being ear-piercingly loud. I have some time to spare, so I can get some things. Nice. I'm gonna try the stupid jump, and if I don't get the stupid jump, I'll just go ahead and reset, because this run has been a bit jank. Yo, I got it. Alright, that's time save. Yeah, that's just sort of the thing. Sports really is a game of haves and have-nots. If you're not lucky enough to have a hometown team that's run by a decent manager. I shouldn't say a decent person, because no sports league owner is a decent person, let's be real here. Yeah. It's very difficult to do, and very easy to mess up. Speaking of mess up, I was supposed to dodge there instead of jump, but that's what happens when you have to hold down the jump button for cutscenes. Ah, I couldn't get the two-cycle. Oh well. Oh, I might get the two-cycle here, though. Good fight. Heck yeah. Yeah, the Canadians have kind of been, they've been a bit geriatric as of late. Outside of that one, Cinderella run. Been that way with a lot of teams, really. I mean, hell, the Lions and Browns used to be juggernauts before the Super Bowl era. I don't have that many stage drops, but I'm just gonna go ahead and turn my stuff in anyway, because I should be able to get to 2,500 before the temple. That's a pretty easy money gate. And usually I'm at least 100 over.
Welcome, son.
That's a cute voice. Yeah, the good old Quebecois boys. Like, I respect the bit. There's something to be said for a hometown team with homegrown talent. But, it's not how you do it in this day and age. The wings. I wasn't a hockey fan growing up, but in retrospect I should have been, because that was when my hometown team was good. So I think I'm getting more dialed in now. I'm starting to feel more comfortable with the movement. I'm starting to get my fingers warmed up. Things are looking up. Yeah, hockey isn't too big. It's the sport I wish I was a bigger fan of. Because, like, it's just so cool. It's awesome. Why don't I like this more? I need to just bite the bullet and start going to games. Maybe then I'll just get it. Okay, so they use an I in his name instead of an E. I'm gonna have to make sure I have that spelled correctly in my notes. Okay, got the level up. That's good. And the 40-second clear. Very nicely done. Oof. Yeah, New York, there's not much you can do there. Detroit is pretty decent. Detroit is on the upswing, finally. The only issue is now they have to deal with gentrification because suddenly all that cheap real estate is really attractive to yuppies. Sloppy fight, but not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, that's just the catch. You gotta go to Newark. You have to really try to find a good reason to go to Newark. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure Orbis is spelled correctly too. Stage objective here is a little bit annoying. Spam that. Yeah. That would be comparing it. I'd say that's an insult to Newark. But, well. Tomatoes, tomatoes. Okay, doing that. Okay, got that. And that. I should be close to the stage objective. Yep. 9. And ones over here should get me. There we go. More action-based experiences are really good. Yeah. I think in general I'll just take anybody who'd like to start running this game. I'm very lonely. Nayuta, the run itself is sort of a strange middle ground between East and Trails, which one might expect for a game that blends elements of both. It has quite a bit more story than East. Quite a bit more cutscene interruptions, stuff like that. But then it also has the fast-paced, frenetic gameplay of East. Be happy to have you. I don't know. They're probably in the speedrun Discord. I just probably don't remember. But I do have my notes in there, so you can browse those at your leisure. Yeah, Nayuta can actually swim. Hallelujah. I might not have enough. Strange. Indeed, I don't. It's the first time I've come up short. But I have museum items, so I can turn those in real quick. I think it's actually faster if I do this. Yes, yes it is.
Welcome, son.
That's a cute voice for Ada. I wonder what Orbis sounds like. This is going to be the first time I hear his voice. That's alright. Is that Kyle the Bear? That sounds familiar. I'll have to check if everybody's announced their roles. I know the main cast has. Yeah, that sounded like Kyle the Bear. Or someone with his vocal. Sloppy. Whatever. This ain't gold splitting anyway. Okay, I can make the cycle if I just go early. So I'll have to deal with those enemies later. Yeah, man. Well, nice to know that guy's waiting for me. I've noted to the devs that these camera pan cutscenes are much slower in Kai than they were in the original PSP version. I don't know why. I think it's just something jank with Falcom's programming for the Kai release. Oh, you asshat, you were camping me. Nothing I could have done about that. He was body blocking. Real BM. The reason why I usually kill the enemies down here the first time I'm there is because sometimes they can fire at you in the cutscene, and if they do, they can hit you with paralysis, which you can't avoid and slows you down significantly. So I'd rather avoid that if I can. Luckily, they were docile this time. Try and passively break stuff because I am kind of low on money. I want to see if I can maybe get some extra generation there. Of course, it didn't help that I skipped the crystal in Altopia Temple. I probably could have gotten that and guaranteed my 2500 Mira, but that's alright. was sloppy. Okay, good. Got a fossil. That's worth something. Plum Shot is probably close to max level by now. Level 7. Right where I want to be. Boss. Stage is going well, just a little slower than I would like. I think I'm trying to get too cute with my attacks, and that's costing me time. Wow, that is a really low res texture. I never noticed that before. Okay, thank God it did not paralyze me. That would have been quite bad. Can I make the cycle? No, I can't. Flare Edge is probably getting next level, so I don't need to spam it. It's just fun to do so. Okay, that's done and over with. Now just the boss. And it's going to be pretty difficult to beat this split, because my boss on Tuesday was pretty much perfect. In RN Jesus we trust. Please behave. Ooh, that's good. Well, hello there, Kumo. Thanks for the raid. You've cursed me with bad luck. Now the fish is doing the attack I don't want. I blame you. Oh, it was you, Micaiah. Right, I'll make sure to ban you after this. Alright, can I at least get this? Oh, I got it. Now we're cooking. And I kept my chain, too. This is gonna give me lots of money. slow second phase, but that's fine. And yep, no 2-cycle. Probably still not gonna gold, but I will still take that. That was a very good fight. I do apologize for the sensitive images in some places. When you turbo this game, sometimes the lights do get a bit funky. So I hope that's not causing problems for anybody. How much faster is this version? About half an hour faster. True ending was 310 on PSP. On PC, it's like 235. No fucking thanks category. Yep. Beef tried to pressure me into running back 96% and I wasn't having any of that shit. I am not running that category again for a long, long time.
Welcome, son.
I did PB at the cost of my sleep that night, because I was gonna go to bed for a couple hours and just wait until Beef was ready to get up and resume his part of the marathon, but I was so paranoid, both that I would sleep in and miss the stream transition, and that my restream would go down at some point, that I just stayed up those few hours anyway. It was painful. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm just gonna get somebody else to restream next time, if that situation ever arises again. But hey, for all I know, Beef will be running Nayuta himself and solo Kiseki. It'll depend on how much he likes it. What does any percent look like? Any percent is pretty straightforward. There are only a couple outright optional things we do. Like, for example, after we rescue the Guardian here, we do the Guardian's quest, which is the only optional quest we do in the game. Because the reward it gets us is just so obscenely broken that it's faster to do it than not. I know, right? PSP era Falcom has so much soul. I miss it, man. Fire Engine killed the company, I swear. 2008 recession? Nah, it was Sony's fault. Hey, I got the quick cycle. Get this ore. Oh, I need to go back to Random Isle first to pick up the quest. The one thing I don't like about this run is that the movement for the first half is kind of lame. You don't have your gear dash, so you kind of just have to do this dodge rolling nonsense, kind of like in some East runs like Celceta. It does get better. It's just a little obnoxious to deal with, which is why I don't blame you. Every 3D East run. Yeah, kind of. In New Game Plus, though, you get Gear Dash right off the bat, or you can choose to get Gear Dash right off the bat, so the run is a lot more interesting that way. Yeah, you got roll cancels. In Nayuta, you do have jump cancels for your Gear Dash, but the movement is not as intricate as is, I will concede. Of course, that's probably going to change once Jado breaks this game in half. So that's White Nova. It is a solid contender for the most broken art in the entire series. And yes, I know how monumental of a statement that is. It is extremely potent, and well worth the time we spend to get it. There. It was a very quick egg pickup. Yeah, Casey Mangelo was an excellent casting as Nayuta. I will stand by that until the end of time. And Alejandro Saab as Signa is another really good choice. So yeah, that's what White Nova does. It's basically a flash guard on command, except it lasts way longer.
That'll do.
47 seconds. I think that's the fastest I've done it. I'm trying to keep as much, I'm trying to keep a chain going as long as I possibly can, because I need more money. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this specific stage objective of killing 50 enemies with physical attacks, because it also helps me get money. The issue is that the small fry enemies don't always get staggered by your attacks. Sometimes if they launch their attack animations, they will just go through with the attack animation anyway, which can lead to you getting hit and losing your chain. Which sucks. I'm guessing they just felt like they could add dub because there were so few lines to begin with. There are only around like 900 lines total in this game. Compared to, like, East vs. Trail had 4,500 lines of voiced content. So the dub for this game was comparatively light, allowing them to pretty much get away with it, despite their low budget. So I want a money bonus. I haven't been doing very well on money, so I'm going to try to get money from these mini bosses. Okay, I'm not going to get the money, I'm just going to go ahead and kill the boss. Yeah, 7,200 sounds about right. Anyway, we get Icicle Spear for that. That's going to replace our magic. Our primary magic, anyway. White Nova will permanently be on that second slot, just because it's so good. Not a very good Heimel 2. I got hit a bit too much there, so I wasn't able to get as much money as I wanted. I'm going to have to make it up with a good Heimel Temple. Or try to. This was after Zero and Azure. This was 2012. It was the last game they released for PSP. From what I understand, though, a lot of assets, particularly the soundtrack, were recycled from a canceled East game that was meant to be between Zero and Azure. So, all things considered, this might as well have been between the two. Yep. I mean, it also helps that the remake, I think, has Cold Steel's artist, so they have a lot of Cold Steel-esque stuff for the key visuals in the remake. That was a pretty smooth movement. Nonetheless, going to be slower than Tuesday, because I think Tuesday my chapter 3 was just correct. I don't think I'm going to be replicating that for quite some time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep. And I'm all the happier for it, because Katsumi is great. What happened on Tuesday? The launch build of the game had a soft lock that made the game uncompletable. There was an improperly playing cutscene at the end of Chapter 3, so I had to just stop the run and wait for it to get patched, which it did this morning. Jado, of course, was not deterred. He was doing his casual playthrough at the time, and he just used Cheat Engine to brute force his way past the cutscene and progress on his way. Yep, that's what the patch was for. It was mostly just to patch that, and any other glitches they ran into, because the launch build of this game, from what Raibo's told me, had a grand total of 2 days of QA testing. They integrated all the stuff, pushed it to production on Sunday, and then the game went live on Tuesday. So it was a bit crunched. Yeah, Jado is just always looking for ways to break games. It is his modus operandi to his core. Can I get this? Yeah, I can. I have time. Of two-handed weapons. Makes things so easy. Okay, so this is going very well. It's helping make up for 2. Close, and now So far, this is going swimmingly. And I'm getting a lot of money, which is the most important thing. Some swanky movement there. Hey, nice, made it. Couldn't make this, though. Shame. So far, so good. Yeah, the music is great. Part of what makes running this game so fun. And it's amazing too, because this was like the filler side project between Azure and Cold Steel and Salsetta. So like they didn't need to pop off for this soundtrack, but my goodness, they did. Alright. Wait for these guys to get close and then hit all three. That makes that much faster. I need to remember that even before I upgrade it, Meteor Smash is still a really good move, so I can't sleep on it too much. I also need to be mindful of my health. I am actually in slight danger of dying here, because this stage can go wrong toward the end. Yeah, it's amazing how cohesive this soundtrack is and how well it works with the setting of the game, especially considering it's a soundtrack comprised mostly of leftovers. Like, they really managed to make it work, and a lot of it is because of Saki Momiyama. Like, really, so many of the Falcom composers should be household names. Wow, I'm level 13. I was not expecting that. That actually might be evidence that I'm killing too many enemies. That said, I have more than enough money, and I have enough levels, so I don't mind. And also, this was a gold split. So I don't mind at all. It's just gonna make this boss fight go by that much faster. Hey there, Hal.
Come on in. See you next time.
All right. RNG, be kind to me, please. How fast this fight goes just depends on how generous the boss is feeling today. Nice, level up. Alright, come on. You can do anywhere between like 3 to 8 attacks in a cycle. That was 6 that time, which is not the best. But because I have the sledgehammer and because I'm the level I am, I can one cycle all of these phases. So once he does expose himself, the cycle is, well, the phase is pretty much over. Problem is just getting there. 4, 5. Okay, 5 isn't terrible. Don't do the big stupid attack, please. That's the big stupid attack, that's what I don't want to do, because it wastes just the most possible time. Usually he opens up after it, though. Okay, that was sloppy. I also don't have the guard yet, so I can't maintain my chain. Come on. This phase wastes a lot of time because it can do that sweeping thing. Oh, good. Alright, that's not the worst thing. Alright, he's dead. That was a pretty slow fight, but, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's not worth resetting over. Alright, now did they actually fix this? I would hope they did. From what Ribos told me, they spent a pretty decent amount of time testing it. Yeah, it's fixed. So that was where the soft lock was. You would try to enter Eartha's room, because that's where you're supposed to go, and it would act like you were trying to exit out the front door instead, so it would block you. And you would not be able to progress. But that is a thing of the past now. Yeah, it was a loading zone error. Strangely though, from what Ribos told me, it was caused by the algorithm they implemented to allow you to switch between high and low quality textures on the fly. I'm not sure how those two things were related, but apparently that was what caused that loading zone to break. And apparently, he said one of their testers got roasted for it because they didn't catch it. Speedrunners, the beta testers you never hired. So anyway, this run is doing pretty well. 106 through chapter 3 is not bad at all. Right, here we go. Muscle memory was really killing me in this stage in 96% because you just, you exit out immediately upon freeing the Guardian here. You don't complete the rest of the stage, whereas in 96%, you have to complete the stage. It's required for completion. So it took a lot of untraining to get that done. Out we go, and into the morgue. passively building up a strength chain for the mini-boss here. Yeah, that's sort of the thing with speedrunners as QA testers. Some glitches are good, and some glitches are bad. Ribos did tell me that they hired a speedrunner for Disgaea. It's probably Green Z-Saber. But it's not my place to make conjecture. So this stage is difficult. I need to focus for it. It's not as bad as it is in 96, but it can still be pretty tricky. Ah, I missed it. I get you, Kiva. Don't worry, I brain fart like that all the time. Okay, so far the stage has gone pretty well. Get the most unfortunate piece of equipment in the game, and it does boost magic, so I do have to equip it. Yeah, that's a nasty little platforming bit there. Depth perception can really screw you up. Oh my god. I wasn't concentrating. Too focused on trying to select White Nova for whatever reason. I hope I still got the thing. I did, barely.
Way to go.
Very important that I got that, otherwise I would have had to redo the stage. My thoughts exactly, Kiva, but I don't make the rules. She's actually 700 or whatever. This is why I'm not in charge of anime games. Okay. This has been a pretty sloppy stage. Hopefully the tempo will be better. Hey, Captain. How you doing?
That'll do.
Oh yeah, the music is great. Saki Momiyama can really rock out. I just wish she would make her drums a little louder. here, and I'm gonna make a little bit of food just to make sure I hit level 17.
Shall I make a lunchbox? There you go. Try again when you're hungry.
There we go. If I'm level 16 or close to it when I enter the temple, I'm level 17 when I come out. Yeah, work has been kind of whipping me, too. I didn't know if I'd have the energy to do a stream at all today. Nayuta's been pretty good. This has been a pretty decent run. I'm in a weird spot, because my PB is a 2:36, but I don't have it on video. The best time I have on video is a 2:46, so I am absolutely going to PB this stream. I just want to PB by, like, 10 minutes. Yeah, she was using, like, a drum preset or something. That's what a lot of Falcom composers had to do, because, from what we know, Falcom would not pay for live performances, so if you wanted to get live performances, you had to either perform them yourself, or pay for it out of your own pocket. Prospective Nayuta runners grow. I think you'd like this game a lot. It's faster paced than Zwei, but I think that's a good thing. Best of luck, Hell. Thanks for stopping by. Weird, I've never had him just sit up there before. I think I've killed enough enemies. Yes, I have. Okay, I am not level 17, which is kind of an issue. Those two enemies I skipped over on the other side. Alright. To figure something out there. I'll just make some, I'll make some food at my house. I have to visit town anyway. Now that I have 36 stamps, I can get the thing I need to actually make this boss possible to beat. Oh, I forgot to split.
Shall I make a lunchbox? There you go. Try again when you're hungry.
Okay, there we go. Knowledge of one-handed swords. Guard is another one of the things I really need, because I need to flash guard a lot more from here on out. Air dodge is also nice. But what I really need is this. Oh, they're calling it Meteor Blood. Alright. But yeah, without it, this boss is extremely slow.
Be sure to keep up with your training.
Cool. This is what I equipped Plum Shot for. Spam the ever-loving hell out of it to get a chain. And that's what lets me deal real damage. Aw, I couldn't get it before he did his thing. Oh well, that's only like 10 seconds. And this boss goes pretty quickly when you just don't get it. Nice. That was fast. Fast enough that I don't have White Nova ready for this phase, which is fine. Perfect fight. Very happy with how that went. We're pretty much at the halfway point right now. Yeah, Zwei 2 and Gudamine, they're just not the best for speedrunning. Being a good game doesn't necessarily correlate with being a good speedrun. There are plenty of great games that are bad speedruns and plenty of awful games that are great speedruns. So, you just gotta take what you can get. Like, I think Zwei 1 is much better for speedrunning than Zwei 2, despite being an objectively worse, clunkier, and more outdated game. think I'm doing much better than a 246, so despite being 123 right now, I don't think I'm on 246 pace. But we'll see where I end up. It was like that in PSP as well, I think. Chapter 4 would end around 140, with a run overall being like 310. I need to play Xanadu next. I've played the game that uses it as its setting, but I haven't played the actual game. Oh, I forgot to change Petal Shield to Flower Dance. Oh well. Yeah. Zwei 1 is just, it's difficult to wrap your head around. Passively killing enemies for this mini-boss here. With a strength chain, I can one-shot these guys. Yeah, I'm the same, Captain. I recommend Zwei 2 to casual players. I just can't recommend Zwei 1 very much. Anyway, now the movement gets fun. Nice, and I made the second. Make sure not to get hit by these guys. Nice, I have a strength chain for the mini-boss. Sub-hour when Shadow gets it breaking. Yeah. Leisurely pace any percent is about to come to a screeching halt. This is not going too well. Cheat this guy out. That's usually how that fight goes, so I'm not too bummed about that. Now we can enter Healing Grab. I look forward to the day if and when they patch those cutscenes to be faster. God, it's so nice having a Noi voice that isn't completely grating on the ears. Ow. Thankfully, getting hit in the cutscene doesn't count. The reason why I'm stopping and starting gear dash like that is because it's actually a little bit faster. And it helps conserve energy. Anyway, this is why I love Flower Dance so much. It's affected by White Nova. Tokyo Xanadu also does what it has what I like to call true ending-itis, which this game also has. So, be warned of that. Yep. Because if you take a close look at it, you get a very slight boost in speed from stopping a gear dash. Just, I don't know why, I think it's just because your hitbox gets pushed as Noi is moving back behind you. So your hitbox gets pushed forward. Just an ever so slight bit. I don't have magic for this, which... That's about as fast as it would have gone with magic anyway, because those enemies resist it. Pretty solid stage so far. I don't think that was under 2 minutes, but it was probably close. 154? I have never gone that fast before, never mind. Alrighty. Yeah, that's a fair point. The other thing to bear in mind with Gear Dash is that killing enemies and picking up money also replenish your craft gauge, so every now and then you'll just see me kill an enemy for no particular reason. I'm doing it to refresh the craft gauge. There is a method to my madness. You'll also notice that I tend to bounce off of enemies, and that's just another perk of Gear Dash. Whoa, that was almost bad. But we live it. I think I'm using Flower Dance just a bit too much. Also, shout out to this theme, which is excellent. Ow, Jesus! I have no health. I'm actually gonna have to be careful. I actually have to be really careful here, because these enemies like to camp you at the top of these stairs. Okay, we're through. With no gear energy to spare. Woohoo!
Not bad.
That was really sketch. Yeah, this is easy mode. If that were Infinity, I would have been dead. Thankfully, I don't have to run that stupid category anymore. All arts might be fun, though. You don't have to run Infinity for that one. Green with white hair. Yeah, because it kind of is. How's that for a crack theory? Come on, open up. Good. Quick fight. I will take it. Also, I gained 3 levels from that. That's how under-leveled I am. The two achievements I don't get in 96%, one is for getting 50 hours on the in-game timer, and then the other is for getting all the other achievements. So those are the 2 I skip. I could just park it on in a cutscene on Turbo for like 10 hours, but that's stupid. I don't want to do that. I will take a 12-minute Heliograd. That was really nice. Turbo does speed up the in-game timer, like in other Falcom games, but it's still not really worth it. I don't want to... There's already Baten Kaitos 100%. That's really all we need in terms of stupid in-game timer shenanigans. Yep, that's the reason why. And the game's built-in cutscene fast-forwarding, like you're seeing here, that also speeds up the in-game timer.
Welcome, son.
Okay, I'm not doing very well on money. I might have to wait until after the Stellarium Cradle to get the Lost Dragon, which would suck. But if I don't have the money, I don't have the money. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, that's a fair point. I did all of 96% on one PC, and I would not recommend it. My monitor was very cluttered. Alright. Gotta make a thing of food here.
Shall I make a lunch Bombay again when you're
I don't have the stuff necessary to make it. Well, that's a blunder. Yeah, I have the game, I have chat, I have my timer, I have my notes, I have OBS, making sure nothing's going down on the stream side of things. There's a lot of stuff to keep track of when you're streaming. I'm just gonna have to hope I get some bone-in meat somewhere, because otherwise I can't do the skip. At least I don't think I can. I can try. Yeah, I play on a smaller resolution. When it's just any percent, I don't have to have my notes open, so I play on 1080p, but for 96% I had to downgrade to 720 just to fit everything on the screen. Let me get this. I used to just run on 2 monitors, but my GPU's a bit janky. It doesn't like 2 monitors. Especially not when I run for prolonged periods of time. Ah, I couldn't make it. I have a 2080 Ti, which it is a very good GPU, but it is well used. I got it from a friend. So it's got a bit of mileage on it. Yeah, VRAM is another issue. When I was doing a really long restreaming shift that ended with a 3-way Zwei-1 race, the GPU just crashed. It ran out of memory because it couldn't both run Zwei and render all the other stuff I had to do on top of it, because I also had Captain and Yuki's game feeds going simultaneously. I just straight up overloaded it. So I'm trying to be careful not to do that again. Anyway, time for debatably the easiest boss of the game. See? And this fight is already done. You're supposed to take damage from those, but if you jump fast enough, you can avoid it. Yeah, this game does have a lot of East 7-esque elements. Decent stage. Oh, there's the meat I need. I'll just need to go back to Remnant Island at some point, which is time loss, but it's better than not having that for the fight. Yep, crits for every hit except bosses. Well, some bosses. I think it depends on your level. If you're too low level, you won't get crits on some bosses. I think it also depends on the season. Every enemy has a seasonal affinity. So I think some just don't take crits because White Nova is a winter-refined art. Maybe. I don't know. It's jank. Aww. Didn't get to keep my chain. That's okay, this boss isn't. Time to make food.
Shall I make a lunchbox for you when you're hungry?
I did the dump. Okay, stop being stupid. Just gonna kill some enemies there to regain my gauge. I'm starting to get more stage drops. That's good. So that's free time save for later. Maybe I'll have enough money after all. We'll see where I am after, after this boss and after Ree's District. Still got that movement. Okay, quick first phase. Got it. Good fight. Probably could have gotten money at the end, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna want a sledgehammer for this, because it has a bigger hitbox, which lets me hit these switches. Doesn't look like I'll quite have the money, though. Come on. That was close, I almost didn't make it. Oh, man. Alright. There's the last bit of ore I need. Where's the platform? There it is. Swag jump! There we go. I think I'll need like 3,500. And I don't think I've gotten that.
Not bad.
I think I can check in my inventory. Yeah, no, I have just the 2 Ambers. I've gotten fantastically unlucky. I'll have to wait until after Cradle. It does make this fight a decent bit slower, which sucks, but there's nothing I can do about that. Okay, fight should be done with this. I was not expecting to lose a craft cage there. That mucked things up a little bit. But that's fine. Under 2 hours through Chapter 6 is great. And on that bombshell, back to the astrolabe. Okay. Stellarium Cradle is just gonna be a bit jank without Lost Dragon, but I'll manage. Oh, now I get the stage drops. Alright. Nice first try. I'm getting a lot more consistent at that jump. Which is very nice. If there were some way you could gain more height outside of jumping, you could skip an entire minute in this stage alone. Jado, please. What's nice about White Nova is that enemies that normally resist it, well, enemies that normally resist magic, cannot resist magic when it's powered up by White Nova. So it lets you do fun stuff like that. And now for the glitch that I can't explain. Yeah, but that's... That's about as good as I can describe it. I shouldn't have used that flower dance so early. Now I'm just gonna... it's just gonna wear off. That was sloppy. But it's this one I'm more concerned about anyway. This one I do want to use early, because this is where I'll use my White Nova. Perfect. That's why I don't like to dodge roll into those, because sometimes you just go right over them. just double jumping like that to conserve craft gauge. One more to go. Unlimited craft gauge, or makes wheel rolling faster. It's probably going to be the latter. Or like doing stuff on the same frame, which causes a menu to bug out somewhere and let you wrong warp or whatever. Or maybe I just have East 9 too fresh on the mind. I am almost at level 28. It's kind of a shame that I'm not going to kill those guys. No, that didn't do it. Oh well. Through the cradle, at least, and in pretty good time.
I can do better.
Okay. Now, if I can find some way to get to level 28, that would be fantastic.
Come on in.
Final weapon upgrade for the run. Nice. Fair point. I don't know too much about E7. The run, at least. Okay, here we go. He still has his voice crack! They didn't fix it! Let's go! Ow. Ow. Yeah, sometimes he can just decide to kill your chain whenever he wants to, like that. Okay, I avoided that. Ow. Yeah, it's one of Nayuta's voice lines that's playing by mistake. Okay, decent fight. A fight I live is a fight I will take. Man, now I kind of don't want them to patch it. Can we just keep it like that? I'm sorry, Alejandro, but it's just too funny. And he had the good sense to show it off a lot in that fight. He was guarding. He was really guard happy. I mean, the devs already know, unfortunately. I told Ribos about it on day one. Anyway, oh god, this stage. I have a feeling this is where future PB attempts will go to die, because of this jump right here. I'm just gonna kind of have to give it as many shots as it'll take, because it's the fastest way to do this. Promising. Got it! Never doubted it. Man. This final chapter's been going swimmingly. don't overthink this bit. Don't try to get cute. This jump can really screw you with depth perception. Okay, got it. Wait for them to get close. Okay. So far, so good. And I'll make this cycle in time, too. You can soft lock here. I need to be very careful not to do that. Wait some extra time. Now go. Man, both jumps first try. This is going to be an excellent split. Yeah, you move a little bit on the moving platforms, just... I imagine it's probably a frame rate issue. From what Rybos and PH3 have told us, the frame rate implementation in this game is very jank. The frame rate was capped on PSP, and that was kind of the problem. It had a built-in frame limiter, so you could just tie everything to frame rate and forget about it. So for porting it, they had to basically rewrite how the game's entire sense of timing worked. What'd I learn about the bug? Not much. I did learn, however, that I'm better at platforming than I thought I was. Minus that one fall. We don't talk about that. Got both of the tricky jumps in this stage first try. And the rock skip in the cradle. So I'm feeling pretty good. Can I keep my chain, please? Oh, how do I know it's fixed? Oh, that bug. I know it's fixed because it doesn't soft lock me anymore. They even explicitly mentioned it in the patch notes that went out this morning. Fixed the soft lock in Chapter 3. So, that's nice. Excellent final stage. Very happy with that.
I can do better.
Now just the final bosses. And yeah, that's it, the final bosses. All 4 of them. This is a really good run. Get some more flower dance in for the road, just in case I haven't maxed its level. I do wonder what Zext sounds like. I haven't heard him yet. Yeah, Rybos is a programmer at NISA. He's a Geofront alum. He worked on the Geofront patches for Zero and Azure, and he also worked on East vs. Trails. He's a good friend of mine. Going into the final boss at 2:15, which means Zext will probably be dead around 2:23, 2:24. This fight usually takes me around 8 minutes. Ah. They bought the Geofront script, and then over the ensuing couple of years, a couple of those Geofront translators, they got hired for internal positions. Okay, I'm getting kind of beat up. I need to pay attention. Oh shoot. Come on, let me beat him. Let me kill him. Okay, this is a slow fight. That was sloppy, but that fight lasts less than a minute anyway. So... yeah, nice level. Yeah, he's a robot, and, you know, other stuff. Now he's this giant demon thing. This plot makes no sense. My mom hears these little bits and pieces of these things out of context. She's got to think I've gone schizophrenic by now. Ah, couldn't get this. Couldn't get the chain. She's still playing Guild Wars game? Yep. She's still kicking. She's been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die lately, though. That's been her sort of kick lately. Nice, got that quick. No Baldur's Gate 3. I will recommend that to her. I'm not sure how much she liked it. She's big into multiplayer stuff. I know BG3 has multiplayer. She'd have to find a group to play it with, but... Okay, good fight, good fight. This is taking me a lot less time than I thought it would, which is interesting. Come on, let me keep my chain. Oh, well, I'm not going to keep my chain like that. Alright, here we go. And that's any percent in 2, 1826. Very nice. Yeah, FF14. Yeah, she's not interested in that. Too much anime. Oh man, this is kind of ridiculous pace. If I hurry my ass up, I might be able to sub 230. Wouldn't that be a way to come back to this game? Oh man. Alright, I gotta focus for this. I didn't think playing 96% would make me so cracked at this. Oh man. Okay, don't get ahead of yourself, bud. Don't get ahead of yourself. I don't think I can make lunchboxes yet. I have to go back. After I've done all the plot. I'll make enough lunchboxes to last me for the fights themselves, and then I'll also level up to 35. That should make things go faster. In any percent, you don't do anything in the after story. You just go straight into the final boss fight because you're at the level to take it. It's just very long. Alright. I'll have about 8 minutes. Well, I say any percent, it's actually true. Any percent ends after the normal final boss. I just always do true ending because there's literally no change in the route. Alright.
Shall I make a lunchbox? There you go. You eat it all up. Try again when you're hungry.
Alright. I also have to trigger this cutscene. I think it would have been faster for me to go to the Stellarium and then warp back, but whatever. Alright, here we go. I have 8 minutes to do these fights, which is going to be tight. These fights are very long. 8 minutes between this fight and the next. Because I am 15 levels below where I'm supposed to be. It also doesn't help that this guy is being the most jerk face possible. There's an attack he can do that lets me just wail on him without having to jump or dodge, but he never did it once during that entire cycle. Yeah, I don't think sub 230's happening. You don't have Noi for this fight, so you don't have any of your arts. It's just something specific to these final bosses. And you'll see why in a second. Oh, that's bad. Oh my god! What is it with me surviving on 2 health in this run? Anyway, that was phase 1. Whew! This is still a fantastic run. It's not gonna sub 230, but I'm on very good pace. We'll probably get a PB. The most important thing with this fight is keeping your strength chain going. Because killing these moot things is the only way you can actually damage the boss. And that is affected by strength. So you need a strength up chain to deal as much damage as possible with the limited amount of attacks you have. Oh, I got it. Okay, I'm trying to get too cute. I need to keep it simple. Bro. This. Okay, that's good. Once you settle into a rhythm, this fight becomes a lot more manageable. It's just getting into the rhythm. Because you can get hit a lot. Yeah, you can try to group the bats together. It's not the most consistent thing in the world. Okay, this is the worst phase, and it's done. So that's very good. That sucks. Got the strength chain back. I hate that attack! Okay, one more hit in the back lanes. Okay, we're in the victory lap now. This will PB. I really did not do this fight very well, but I am nonetheless happy with the result of surviving. I will take that at this point. Especially considering it's my first proper true ending run back. Hit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is time. Well, that was significantly better than I had hoped for. I would have been content with a sub 240, but man, 232? 96% made me strong. So I will absolutely take that. Very happy with this. I will leave you guys with the credits. And in just a few minutes, I'll be signing off and sending all you guys somewhere else. Thank you very much, everybody, for sticking around for all of this. It feels really nice to be running this game again. And to just have things go right in the way they did, finally. It just feels good, you know? Streaming feels good. And I'm glad I'm in a position now that I get to stream more often. I'll probably be back this weekend. I don't know if I'll be doing Nayuta or if I'll be doing Zwei. Probably doing Nayuta. I do kind of want to come back to Zwei at some point, because we've seen the final boss at level 19 is possible. Freaking Nori, man. Nori is too good. And yeah, I'm probably going to be streaming a bit more. I can't promise anything consistent because, as part of the Geofront, I still have obligations. I have to work on White Witch a lot. So that's taking up a fair bit of my time. There are a lot of other projects that are also taking up my time, but I'm not working 2 jobs like I used to. I'm not routing massive speedrun projects like 96%, like I used to. I have a comparatively lighter load now than I used to. So I'm gonna try to hold myself to a slightly less dead stream schedule. Again, I can't promise that, but, well, I gotta make good on people subscribing to me somehow. Yep, I'm on the Gagarv team. I'm editing that along with Ada and Sly. I think that's gonna be the next big push for me. Getting, like a 127 or a 126 in Zwei, and then sub 230 in Nayuta. It's definitely possible. Yeah, I still have my 9 to 5. But, well, I'm masochistic, what can I say? I'll make it work. They should give me an honorary credit on the Nisa QA team. I sound so arrogant in saying that, but man. Oh, they have the full voice cast here! Heck yeah! Good to see that. I guess that means it must have been Union. That's very nice. And then I think Ribos is down here in the special thanks. Yep, there he is. PSP Gagarv. It's hard to recommend. It really butchers the script, and it butchers the gameplay, too. It's just a vastly inferior version of the game. But I'm sure you've heard that plenty of times already. So, it's really your call. Ah, Kondo and Kato. Wonder if they'll ever have their redemption arc. Have I mentioned this game is absolutely beautiful? God, I love this game. I'm so glad it's out.